The tour you're about to take, Chinatown, Look Up, features Bay Area native singer-songwriter Alex Wong, taking you through San Francisco's Chinatown, telling you the story of how the neighborhood managed to survive in the face of long, long odds. Right now, you should be standing in front of Louis Brothers Books at 754 Washington Street. It's got a tattered blue awning, and it's next to a mural of a woman with a bird.
Hey, I'm Alex Wong. Let's just get into it. You see, I've got this fascination with things that seem out of place, like that pagoda-like building across the street. It's kind of sandwiched between two normal brick buildings. It seems like it's kind of struggling for space. I mean, look at the corners of its sloped roof almost pushing into the brick walls next to it. Its fancy Chinese style wasn't just to attract tourists or to look pretty. It was a defense mechanism. A defense against outside forces that wanted to move the Chinese to the outskirts of town. It's a testament to standing strong even when forces around you are trying to push you out. Today, I'm going to tell you that story. Before I begin, I should be clear. I'm a musician, not an architect, not a historian, but I can relate to this building and the community that built it. I grew up coming to Chinatown on the weekends, and my dad, as well as many of my family members, were born and raised here. I know the sounds of this neighborhood intimately, the rumble of majuk tiles, the clang of kitchens where some of my relatives worked, and the fireworks my cousins and I used to light in the alleys. Getting back to that building, let's go back in time, 120 years, before this building was a bank. It was a telephone switchboard, a place where calls were routed by hand on a massive wall of plugs and wires. Today, you're going to hear a lot of original music I composed, compositions based on the story I'm going to tell you and the architecture around you. The switchboard had a special musicality to it. There was a rhythm to the work. There were many connections being made, but the connections were contained. The people that lived in this neighborhood could only call numbers in Chinatown. You see, Chinatown was the only neighborhood in which Chinese people could live relatively safely in San Francisco. They were shunned in other parts of town. Let me show you a little bit more of what life was like here back then on Chinatown's main street, DuPont Street, the oldest street in San Francisco. It's now called Grant Avenue, and it's just a few steps from where you're standing now.